What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? This is Op Soldier here. We're back at it with another video. I hope you guys checked out my good old throw guide. The offense guide will be coming soon. Yes, so that throw guide, it literally goes over every defensive option in Mortal Kombat 11 against throws. As you saw, there's like, I think, 4 or 5 options, so there's plenty of options. Some of them don't even require teching throws, so I highly recommend you go ahead and check that out, because that will help you up your defense against throws. I hear a lot of complaints about throws in both the platform Twitter and obviously like just anywhere talking about MK11, like the throws, like crushing blow throws, all those things. I see a lot of complaints, and to be honest with you, I don't really hear that much from the pro players saying it, so I figured I would just go ahead and give you guys a defensive guide so you could get a better kind of understanding on how to deal with throws in Mortal Kombat 11. Anyway, so today we're not going to necessarily go over a specific tweet. I like using Twitter nowadays to at least kind of explain kind of where I'm coming from when it comes to fighting games. I feel like this is extremely important to kind of understand fundamentally, because it'll help you get better at fighting games in general, not just Mortal Kombat. As you see here today, I'm going to try to get some... Oh man, I haven't been able to play, unfortunately, DNF Duel, at least not consistently online, because for some reason the FPS drops as soon as I go online. If anyone could help me kind of figure out how to fix that problem, that would be much appreciated, because I really want to play DNF Duel. I've been having a lot of fun, at least grinding Striker offline. So anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about this tweet today. So it's not really, I'm going to make the tweet kind of as vague as possible, because I don't think the tweet matters as much. I think it's more of a kind of blanket thing. And it's the reason why I'm not a huge fan of buffing a character immediately or listening to the community about a character. So just kind of, I won't even actually talk about the tweet itself. Like, I won't actually give you a quote on the tweet, but I'm going to go ahead and give you just kind of a general idea of the tweet. So the tweet was mentioning Sub-Zero, because obviously, like, at this point, everyone is complaining about Sub-Zero because Sub-Zero plays like an MKX character. To be honest with you, I personally do want parts of Sub-Zero to not exist. Like, I don't think that he should have his forward 2, but we have to accept, like, this is the way that he was designed for Mortal Kombat 11. So at this point, there's pretty much no reason to, like, unless like we're gonna ban him, which that's not a viable thing to do, there's no point of really kind of talking about it at this point, unless like we're kind of trying to relate it to the next game. And so basically kind of, you know, jump-ins were mentioned again, and Sub-Zero's jump-in is like busted and stuff like that. And I just kind of wanted to go over how I find it a little bit interesting that every single time we talk about a character, it doesn't matter what character it is, Sub-Zero just happened to be the forefront of this particular discussion. It's always either players are downplaying or upplaying the character. And the thing that's unfortunate about it, this is one of the big reasons why I'm not a huge fan of paying attention to the community when it comes to buffing and nerfing characters, and that developers really should just do whatever the hell they want to do, is because the thing that I've always noticed is every single time we want a character buffed, it's the community with the players who play the character. So for example, Sub has all these problems now all of a sudden because he is being mained by the person who is talking about the character, right? This is the same thing for Katana down players, right? Like, I'm not gonna deny Katana, I think she still is at least mid-tier, maybe upper mid-tier, maybe. That's kind of pushing it, in my personal opinion, because there are some glaring flaws with her. But like, people were saying she was like just straight trash, man. Like, that's not true. She's got probably one of the best jump-ins in the game. You cannot anti-air Katana, at least not with a traditional anti-air. Flawless block is always an answer, so guys, we can't just keep pretending flawless block is always the answer, or air to air. Even like air to air is like one of those things, like that's like just a straight hard read. So Katana is definitely one of those characters you can't really anti-air. She's got really strong fan hitboxes, which means basically in the neutral, like, you have to respect fans 24/7, which makes you respect jump 2, which makes you respect jump for or walk forward, throw, things like that. And so like, if you go to the Katana community right now, they will tell you, well, first of all, you know, the jump 2 is just like a traditional thing that almost every character has an MK11, but that's not true, because obviously her jump 2 has a weapon as a hitbox, so it's harder to anti her just because her jump 2 has a weapon. So the whole point I'm trying to make here is that, like, Katana definitely, like, those things are unique to Katana. Like, yes, there are some characters that have attacks as weapons, like Cabal, which is why his jump 2 is good too, but that doesn't necessarily make Katana not stronger. Like, Katana still has these really strong attributes, you know, fan toss, really strong anti-zoning, really strong air zoning. Like, she's got all these things, and we can't just ignore those things and say the character is not strong. Now, I'm not saying that Katana is better than a character like Sub-Zero, Cabal, any of these characters, but what I am saying is that, like, we can't disregard these aspects of the character, because when we do this, in my personal opinion, the reason why we do this is because we want our character to be top tier. You know, that's kind of the hidden thing that everyone thinks about every single time they pick a character on the select screen. They don't want their character to have many weaknesses at all, which I just don't think is fair. Now, do I think Katana should be buffed? Hell yes, I think Katana should be buffed. I think that she has a lot of missing things that she needs, but I don't think that this means that Katana is just straight trash. Like, that's what that particular group of players will tell you, is that, like, their character just has all these problems and they'll never be able to win a match with them. And it's just like, well, they won't necessarily tell them they'll never be able to win a match with them, but they'll give you all the reasons why they can't win a match with them, right? When, you know, characters like Sub-Zero have an ice ball, so you can't zone him. You know, characters like Katana have really strong anti-zoning tools. You know, they've got really strong fans as hitboxes, like I said. Really strong pokes, all these things. So, like, you know, as a player who's played multiple characters at this point, like, it's just hard for me to, like, it's hard for me to go into a character and say that this character needs all these buffs because this character's trash, because, like, I've played so many different characters, you know. So, like, when you play, that's another issue with, personally, in my opinion, that's another issue with character loyalists, is, like, it's very easy for them to want their character to be top tier because they've never played any other character. So, like, you know, they don't understand, like, the struggle of other characters compared to how powerful their character is. So, for example, like, if you only play Jade, then yeah, you're gonna think Jade is bad because she does no damage. But then, you know, other players like me are looking at the anti-zoning properties Jade has, the fact that she can't be touched in the air pretty much at all if she has air glaive, the fact that she's got a kind of a semi-vortex with the Delia thing. She's got plus frames. Even though the plus frames have a gap, she still has plus frames. And, you know, some characters like Katana, they don't get any of those. Let me use a different character, because, you know, if I keep saying Katana, people will think that I'm downplaying Katana, which I'm not. I'm just using her as a template. I could use anyone. I'm trying to think of another character that doesn't have plus frames, but yeah, you know, like, all these characters, like, they have all these different things, and yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, this is one of the main reasons I want developers to buff their characters and nerf their characters according to what they think, because people who are character loyalists, or players who they really like a specific character, they're just gonna want their character to be top tier every time. Like, they will give you the list of their weaknesses while ignoring the crazy, like, strong strengths that they have, right? They'll point to another character that has the same strength, and they're like, well, why can't my character have that strength and be as strong as them, right? Like, I could easily say Katana is not Cabal. You know, her air fan flutter, or her, like, forward and advancing fan flutter, aren't as strong as Cabal, therefore Katana's not good. Katana doesn't get as much plus frames, therefore Katana's not as good. Buff Katana, right? I could say something like that. But the thing is, like, not every character has a busted jumping in the game. You know, you look at a character like Liu Kang, he's got to play honest. Same with Cassie. Like, these are all very honest characters when it comes to their jump-ins. So it's like, it's not like even comparing it to the entire cast, Katana still has stronger options in that particular situation, which is the main issue, right? We compare our characters to the top tier characters, thus wanting our characters to be top tier. You know, your character has more advantages than you actually think, you know, especially if you play other characters. Like, I can't stress this enough. When you play fighting games, this is important. When you get really deep into a fighting game, when you play it religiously, when you have 1,000 hours in, you need to play more characters so you can understand where your character lies on the tier list and why they have their issues or why they don't have their issues, why they shouldn't be top tier, why they should be top tier. Like, these are things like you only learn by playing other characters, right? Like I said, I played bottom tier, I played Frost, Noob, Katana, Melina, Shiva. I played so many different characters at this point, and this is definitely one of the reasons why Shiva got nerfed so hard, because no one knows how it feels to be a Shiva main. All they remember is the stomp. They don't remember how she was supposed to play or anything like that, right? I don't know. It's just one of those difficult things, unfortunately, that like this is what happens. Characters get nerfed to the ground because we don't play multiple characters and we don't understand like what their fundamental game plan was supposed to be, and we kind of just want them gone, and then we want our character top tier and buffed. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Have fun playing fighting games and have a good fight. Hey guys, I've been invited to the DNF Duel TikTok Invitational. This will be done on July 10th, 7 p.m. EST. This one's for a good cause, #duelingcancer. This will be done on twitch.tv, Phil of course. Please come check it out, where we'll help donate and stop cancer. Donation link is below in my link tree. See you guys there.